This meeting is being recorded.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Something Something Chat Show with your host Tom Jr. Jackson. As always, that is I, who is me, who is he, and this is one of those episodes where I thought maybe today we would discuss something different other than a movie review or book review or anything like that. And this is um, a compilation, I guess I would say. These are some of the Blu-ray box sets that I own that I really enjoy watching, that I love having. Some of them are new, some of them I've had in the past for a while now, and I thought I would share them with you. So let's get right away into a little bit of cleaning or housekeeping, as they say. Um, as always, please check out the Burnett Work on YouTube, and that will be in the description below. It is a station, a YouTube channel hosted by uh, the captain, your viceroy of verisimilitude. Call him what you want, but don't call him late for dinner, my friends. Robert Meyer Burnett, director, editor extraordinaire, and this is it's got a good channel. Check it out below. And as always, like, comment, subscribe on the videos, and if possible, join the channel if you like. If you like what you see, join it. You get to do a bi-weekly member Zoom call with Rob, or you get to talk with him about whatever you would like to talk to him about. So that's pretty much with that channel. They got lots of shows on there, like Let's Get Physical Media, whining about movies. Let's Get Physical Media, whine about movies. Robservations, Midnight Musings, Midnight Metal. K Pasa PGS, which is in English, what's happening? What's up? PGS, which is a 97% Spanish speaking show. If you can guess what that other 3% is, you know what you're doing. Now, there's another show that they have in there called Ladies of the PGS, which is every Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific time. So check that out. And the latest show that they have is called PGS Treks, which is a show all about, you guessed it, Star Trek. But Ladies of the PGS and Star Trek, PGS Treks are hosted by Midnight Musings co-host RM, who has her own channel, which leads us into Positive Fandom. Check out that channel. Positive Fandom, it's a great channel. It's one that's full of unboxings, movie reviews, theater reviews, and more. And every Sunday morning, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, 10:30 a.m. Eastern is Sunday morning brunch with your host, as always, RM, and her co-host, Russ Whitfield. So come join the channel, subscribe, check it out. You will have a good time. Come be part of the discussion. Let's get on with the show now. We've done all that. The first DVD, I shouldn't say DVD, the first Blu-ray box set that I own that I highly recommend and I really love is the Universal Classic Monster Set. And this is um, seven movies with 30 classic films on it. So you got the originals of, your Dracula, Wolfman, Frankenstein, Invisible Man, Creature from the Black Lagoon, Invisible Man, Wolfman, all those great classics that you would love. It's all right here on the set with some great documentaries and commentaries galore. Galore. It's it's fantastic, really. It's one of the best sets that I own, and I really love this. I got this Christmas 2 years ago, 3 years ago, and it's a fantastic set. Fantastic. Fantastic. I highly recommend it. It comes in a little booklet. The original House of Horrors, Universal and a Monster Legacy. And it's a great little booklet that has like all the things about, like, let's say Frankenstein, and stuff about the great Jack Pierce, who created the Frankenstein um, makeup as well, and the mummy makeup, and the Wolfman makeup, and as well. And hey, it's a universal picture. I highly recommend it, and it's great. Like, if you are in the horror movies, or you're an imagination connoisseur and you like film, this is the set for you. I really love this set because not only does it have all the original monster films, but there's sequels and spin-offs, and Creature from the Black Lagoon and its sequel, Return of the Creature, I believe it's called. Yeah, Return of the Creature, and the Creature from the Black Lagoon are in 3D as well. So you can watch these in 3D too, if you have a 3D TV and a 3D um, setup and whatnot. But I highly recommend this. What else we have here? The second set I have here is the Fly collection, and this comes from Scream Factory, which is a offshoot of Shout Factory. And this is all the Fly films. So starting from the original 50s film, The Fly, and going to sequel Return of the Fly, and then Curse of the Fly. And then it has the Fly. See if I can do this right. The Fly, the Fly, and then the Fly 2. So this has all these films. To do it like that. So it has the Fly, Return of the Fly, Curse of the Fly, and the Fly 2. And these are great films. They're fun. They come with commentaries and things galore. Galore. But it's a great set. And if you're really into those, like I said before, just like the classic monster movies, if you're into things like this, I would check them out. And they're great. They're all on Blu-ray. They're really nice. They come in this nice box, nice sturdy cardboard box. The monster one comes in what feels like a steel box, but it's not steel, but it's like a tough cardboard. That's a good one too. So like each film, they're great films. You know, like with Vincent, the original film with Vincent Price is in it. Now most people think that it's Vincent Price who's the fly, but he's not. It's another man who's the fly. Vincent Price is like the guy's brother-in-law or something like that. But they're really fun films to watch. Highly recommend them. And then we have here the Lethal Weapon collection. Now this collection comes in one case like this, and you just have them all on in here like this. And then you have the special feature disc as well. So you got all four films plus a special features disc, and these are really fun movies to watch. And I believe each of these films has like a director's cut or like a longer version on there. I could be wrong, but yeah, they all come with commentaries from Richard Donner on all four films. Then there's new retrospective features like I'm Too Old for This, Lethal Weapon, and the Hollywood Monster It Created. So, like, if you like the Lethal Weapon films with Mel Gibson and Danny Glover and Joe Pesci, or Pesci, this is for you. The Lethal Weapon collection. Again, it comes in like a sturdy cardboard case. Great films. They're fun films. And yes, Lethal Weapon 1 is a Christmas film. It takes place at Christmas. Takes place at Christmas time. It's a Christmas movie. And I'm not backing down from that one. Next is I have the 25th anniversary of the Back to the Future trilogy right here. And in just a few years, see, we're at 2023. So we're at 2023 right now. So probably in about 2 years, 2024, 2025, I should say, 2025 will be the 40th anniversary of Back to the Future. We're coming up on 40 years of this, my friends. 40 years of Back to the Future, practically. This is from the 25th, and this is Blu-ray. And I like this as well. It comes in a nice little box. This one, of course, has all three movies like this, with all the posters with it. You know, like the 1, 2, and 3, and each one has great extras like documentaries and commentaries, and they're all just a lot of fun. And as a matter of fact, there are some days I have to say that, like a rainy day, a good rainy day, a commentary will work really well for you. I enjoy watching commentaries. They're kind of my thing. You know, not a whole lot of people like them, and I'm a special features kind of guy, and I like the commentaries. Now, if I could just get this back in this box, its slipcover, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. You know. Now, the next thing we have is the Indiana Jones Complete Collection, which, let's face it, in a few months, I'm going to probably have to get a whole other collection because it'll have 5 movies. This has 4, but soon we'll be having the 5th. um, which means pretty soon I'm going to have to do beautiful in a word, just beautiful, you know, just great art of each of the films. And then you got your bonus features with Harrison Ford there, and there's Karen Allen, who was in Animal House. And I think Karen Allen at one point played Karen Carpenter in a TV movie. I could be wrong. But yeah, they're great films. And there's a lot of special features and whatnot on them. I can't wait to get the collection for the with all 5 films, all together, because that would definitely make my day. But it's this is a lot better than the Steelbook case, I should say. That's like that, and it's in a nice handy booklet. Um, so yeah, I like it a lot. Okay, next on here is the Mel Brooks collection. It's Mel Brooks. Now this comes with 9 films on it. It comes with The 12 Chairs, Blazing Saddles, Silent Movie, Young Frankenstein, High Anxiety, History of the World Part 1, To Be or Not to Be, Spaceballs, and Robin Hood Men in Tights. There are 7 featurettes plus 6 Blu-ray exclusive features. There's 3 isolated score tracks. There are 4 trivia tracks, commentaries, interviews, documentaries, still galleries, and more on some of these discs. I highly recommend this if you don't have his films. Mel Brooks is a comedy god, a comedy genius, someone who broke through and made it his own, comedy own, and is not afraid to make fun of things that shouldn't be made fun of. And that's the truth. My next Blu-ray set, and this is the restored edition. I don't really like the outer covering of this because it's sort of flimsy, but what are you going to do? But this is the Marx Brothers Silver Screen Collection Restored Edition. The 4 Marx Brothers with 5 newly restored classic comedies: Coconuts, Animal Crackers, Monkey Business, Horse Feathers, and Duck Soup. Okay? Now, I love old movies, and I love the Marx Brothers. The Marx Brothers are fantastic. They're funny. And these movies still hold up, and there's some great music in it, great actors, great singing and whatnot. Highly recommend this. There's some great commentaries. There are 5 commentaries. One of them has Harpo Marx's son and the great Leonard Maltin. So I would highly recommend that you take the chance and check this out, because it is a movie set to check out. And it's really just a lot of fun to watch as well. Now, that being said, this is the 80th anniversary Blu-ray edition from Shout Select. And on here, it's number 92, listed as number 92. It is a 15-disc set. I think I had this somewhere earlier this year. And this is a great set of the Marx Brothers films. There are 28 films on here. 28 films, not the Marx Brothers, Abbott and Costello, the entire Universal Pictures collection, the complete. These are all their films that they made for Universal. And these are great films, which has such um, people in it like the Andrew sisters and um, Shep Howard. One of the Three Stooges is actually in a couple of Marx, not Marx Brothers, Abbott and Costello films. There's some great documentaries on here. There are commentaries. There are interviews. Um, a great documentary called Abbott and Costello Meet Jerry Seinfeld. Abbott and Costello Meet the Monsters. Abbott and Costello Meet the Castle films. Audio commentaries, trailers. There's also a great little um, booklet in here as well. And it's just really nice. It's got like all great stories about the early years and so much more, and stuff about each of the movies and some of the posters and little trivia hints and so much more. I really, really love Abbott and Costello. I believe that watching anything that's not new, something that comes from the the past, should be watched, and it's so beautifully done in such a beautiful way, and the historic, and it comes in three cases, but 7 discs inside each of the films or something like that. Yeah, so like first one has discs 1 through 3. The other one has discs um, 6 to 10, and the other one is discs 11 to 15. So they're about 15 discs, 28 films. And I love box sets as well because you can get entire film collections, entire film series like this. I love this. This is uh, one of my favorites. And Abbott and Costello were originally in vaudeville, and they just were funny. And they're the ones who do the what's it called? Who's on first? I had a little brain fart there, folks. It won't happen again. And then we're coming up to this is the next, this is the Pendleman. Pendleman? I don't know. The Perry Mason movie collection. This is the complete movie collection. There are 30 films, and there are 15 discs. And these are all the television movies on CBS that Raymond Burr did as Perry Mason again, some 30, 40 years after the show went off the air. Began in the 80s and went from 85 to 95, something like that. So a good 20 years worth of films, or a good 10 years of films, I should say. 30 television films and whatnot. And I really like Perry Mason. As a matter of fact, if you have Paramount Plus, look it up. Look up Perry Mason and watch the original black and white show. It is one of the best shows out there. And this is when television knew how to be television. And in a season, it wasn't 6 or 10 or 13 episodes. It was like 28, 29, 30 episodes a season. And they would really work it clearly out there like that. Like it would be strung out where you would have maybe 30 episodes in a season. So you had a lot to go with. And Perry Mason is just such good mysteries. So I would look up on Paramount Plus the original show, and then there's this. You get, and this is from uh, Paramount, but it's also given out by CBS DVD. This is a DVD. This is a Blu-ray. This is a DVD. I highly recommend this. Um, Raymond Burr would not come back and do Perry Mason unless he had Barbara Hale, who played his um, secretary on the show. That was his only clause, and he brought her back. So you have Barbara Hale, you have Raymond Burr, and William Catt, who is Barbara Hale's real life son. These are fantastic films. They really are, and they were brought back by the man who did Dean Hargrove, who brought you Matlock and Father Dowling and Diagnosis Murder and all that stuff. Murder, She Wrote. Fantastic films. I really love Perry Mason. And if you want to even go further, there are books about Perry Mason where all the Perry Mason things are based on books originally. And really you should check them out. And then there's a show on HBO Max or HBO Max, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, it's a bit darker, a bit more edgier. It's not the original 50s show. It is something totally different. We used to see him as a private eye at first and then worked his way up to become a lawyer. The HBO show is fantastic, and it's slow, but it's dark, it's gruesome. And a great mystery. Mm-hmm. And I highly recommend it. Because originally, Perry Mason was going to be played by Robert Downey Jr. And when Robert Downey Jr. did Doolittle, he was going to produce Doolittle, but Matthew Rhys, I think it Rhys, Matthew Rice, something like that. He was going to play Doolittle, and then they decided to switch roles. So now, Robert Downey Jr. does the voice. Does Doolittle, and the other guy is now Perry Mason. It's a fantastic show, and I highly recommend it. I really do. Now, the final Blu-ray collection I'm going to show you today, I just got this for Christmas, and let me tell you, I love it. Do you like suspense? Do you like thrillers? A little bit of comedy, dropped into it. Well, check out the Alfred Hitchcock Ultimate Collection. This has so many freaking movies on it. It has Psycho, The Birds, Vertigo, Rear Window, North by Northwest, The Man Who Knew Too Much, Murney, Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, Rope, Trouble with Harry, Torn Curtain, Topaz, Frenzy, and Family Plot. All right, so you have 15 movies, and then you have 10 TV show episodes. So you have 7 episodes from Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and then 3 episodes from the Alfred Hitchcock Hour, and hours, over 15 hours of bonus features, documentaries, commentaries, screen tests, interviews, storyboards, and so much more. This is what it looks like when it's opened up to all your films, and it comes in a booklet, and that's the case. Folks, I implore you, this is what you want. This set right here. This is a fantastic set. Fan-freaking-tastic. All beautifully restored. North by Northwest is my favorite. I know you're thinking, what's your favorite Hitchcock film? North by Northwest. I'm a huge Cary Grant fan, and North by Northwest is one of the best films. And by the way, North by Northwest was not the original title. It was a um, like a test title or something like that. It was one of those alternate, not alternate. I want to say it's one of those dummy titles, a filler if you must. And they were going to come back and fix it. And then they never did. And it just stayed North by Northwest. Again, highly recommend this. So many hours of good film, noir, theater, not theater, it's thriller, it's suspense, it's comedy, it's everything you would ever want from Alfred Hitchcock. And it is something I've always wanted. And this is what I wanted for Christmas this year. And I got it from my brother. So I'll show you the box. This is the Ultimate Collection. All right. Hopefully, at some point, they will put out some of the other movies into another collection. But this collection here, some of the movies are like Warner Brother movies, and some of them are Paramount, some of them are Universal. This is put out by Universal, so you got many different studios working here. I think the reason is that Alfred Hitchcock's daughter got the rights to, I think, 4 movies back after some 30 years, and that's why Universal has them now. But I highly recommend this. This is one of the best things you could have. If you really want to get someone into film, get them this. Especially if you want to get them in the thriller or suspense, like with Psycho or Frenzy or Saboteur, or even getting them into mysteries and whatnot, or learning how to, write a good film. Alfred Hitchcock, they say, he started out as a silent film director, but moving into talking films, they think he may have always been a silent filmmaker, because a lot of the films he lets the pictures do the talking. Sometimes he won't use dialogue, and he'll use what's going on with the characters, and he's fantastic with it. So I highly recommend this set here. And I want to thank you for playing along with us and enjoying this little ne'er-do-well, as we say. And come back again for another video. Again, I'm sorry if I went too long or if I just stammered and stuttered a lot. I'm starting to get back into doing this. I took some time off for the holiday, and now we're getting back into things. As we know, this is the second video of the new year, and I want to thank you all for watching and being subscribers and supporting what I do and liking what I had to say about movies and stuff. And don't worry, folks, there will be some reviews coming from this set. There's already one in my I've already done, which is North by Northwest. So there's a playlist called After the Movie Reviews, and there's a review of North by Northwest in there, I believe. So check that out. Um, but there are plenty more to see. I believe what just went up was the first in my series of movies leading up to Mission Impossible 7. So we got Brian De Palma's Mission Impossible. There's a great review on that. So I really would recommend you to check that one out. And then next month we'll have uh, in February we will have Mission Impossible 2, in March Mission Impossible 3, in April Mission Impossible 4, in May Mission Impossible 5, in June the sixth one, and then finally in July is when Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1 comes out. And we will have that review for you when that movie comes out. So watch for that. Watch for some other things coming on the channel as well. And be sure to subscribe to the Burnett Network and Positive Fandom while you are at it. As always, please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Ring it, my friends. Ring that bell. I don't know why I said it like that. No one knows. No one knows at all. But I want to thank you all for, again, watching and being part of this journey with me. And stay tuned for more to come in this new year. So I thank you all for coming and watching. And please remember to always be kind. Watch your content first and then form your own opinion. Remember, none of my, these are just my opinions. You can either take them or leave them. It doesn't matter to me, just as long as you enjoy the content. So until next time, folks, I'll see you later and have a good day and a pleasant tomorrow. Bye bye.